Okay, welcome to your reset and restore practice. Let's start by just centering a bit. So come to a comfortable seated position. If you can be on the floor or in a chair, if that's more comfortable to you, you don't have to do anything sort of specific with your legs. If you are in a chair, though, I would like for you to have your feet on the ground and your toes pointed forward. Otherwise, just take a minute to close your eyes and to bring your hands to your body in some way. Palms facing in at the heart center or at the belly or solar plexus, or one of each can be nice. Or if it feels better to bring the palms together or something different, just be intentional with your hands in some way in this moment. And just close your eyes if you haven't already. And just seal your lips, and without managing the breath at all, give yourself a minute to just arrive fully. And one of the visuals that I use so often for this is, I imagine that I'm a snow globe and that I've just, done all of the scurrying around to get here. And then I set myself as a snow globe down. And what happens when a snow globe stops moving is all of the going on inside of the environment just begins to settle. And so feel that within yourself, that all the thoughts for now just start to trickle down, all of the sensation in the body just starts to trickle down, all the feelings, all of that just starts to settle down into the base of you. And then let the spotlight of your attention focus on the places where your body is touching a surface underneath of it. So if you're in a chair, the back of your legs and your glutes, and perhaps the back, the bottoms of the feet. If you're sitting on the floor, maybe some of that, and also perhaps part of the lower legs is touching the floor. Just notice the surface underneath of you and your body coming together, and just see if you can allow yourself to be supported by what's right there, right where you need it. Good. And then one more thing here by way of centering, just feel all the places where your body is not touching down. So, whatever part of the legs are facing away from the earth, whatever part of the upper body that's facing away from the earth or not touching a surface. And just start to notice how, as you inhale, every time you inhale, you don't need to change the breath or manage it in any way, but notice how every time you inhale, there's an expansion. And just for another 45 seconds or so, visualize everything that's not touching a surface underneath of you. Visualize all of that just expanding and expanding more, almost like when you blow up a balloon. Feel the edges of your body expanding. And even though you exhale and they soften down, continue to sense that fullness. And then the next time you inhale, feel yourself expanding a little more. And again, even though you exhale and technically your body relaxes back in towards center, feel that expansiveness continue to go out away from center. And just see if you can feel yourself taking up all the space. Good. So good. All right. So we're going to come into some gentle movement now. You can pretty much stay where you are. And just let yourself come into some gentle side bends. So one side and then the other. If you are doing this from a chair now or want to do this from a chair at any point, it can be really nice to just put your hand down on the seat or to hold underneath as you reach up and over. You can even, if you're working in a chair at any point, just bring a hand to the belly instead of to the floor if you're up on a chair. I just mentioned this because this is a super simple yet very potent movement that I hope you'll start doing on the regular. And oftentimes we're sitting in a chair at a desk or a table, and we can do this just a few times back and forth to open up through the sides of the torso and open up in the shoulders and even the sides of the neck and even the outer hips. All right, good. So sometime soon, just let yourself come on back to center and then just bring one hand across to the outside of a leg or to the floor and bring the other hand around behind you. We're just going to do some dynamic twisting. So lengthen your spine by pressing down through your tailbone and reaching up through the crown of your head. And then use the leverage of your arms in whichever way you can to wring yourself out in that one direction. And then come through center and simply go to the other side. Pause this first time to practice lengthening down through your tailbone and up through the crown of your head. Then use your arms to wring yourself out. Okay, let's do it with the breath here. Inhale through center. And as you twist to one side, whichever side, exhale and blow your breath out through pursed lips as if through a straw. Inhale through center. It's okay, we're starting a little slower. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale through center. Exhale as you twist. Really blow your breath out. Inhale every time you come through center and every time you twist to either side. Really exhale completely as if through a straw. Take your time here. And as you keep going for another 45 seconds or so, as you're twisting, notice, can you bring the belly around, then the ribs around, then the shoulders around, and maybe even turn and look behind you with your eyes. Every time you come through center, you've got that opportunity to lengthen down through the tailbone, up through the crown of the head. So good. I'll just say here too that this is another fairly small movement that has humongous benefits. So can you do this as a 60-second break at any point? I've even done some twisting in the car. All right, nice job. Sometime soon, come on back to center. Bring your hands to your knees or to your shins and just start to roll yourself around. So, sitting on your pelvis, there's 4 points. There's the pubic bone at the front, and then there's the tailbone at the back, and then there's 2 bones, and yoga we call them sits bones. They're also called ischial tuberosities on either side. And just see if you can articulate all 4 of those points. I sometimes imagine that I'm using my pelvis to go around a clock, right? 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. And just do this a couple more times in whichever direction you started. And then let's say the next time you come around to the front, just switch direction. And so now you might be going 12, 9, 6, 3. And one thing I know is that when not told a specific direction to start or specific side to start on, we'll do the side that, whether we're aware of it or not, is easier, looser, more open. So the second side tends to be a little less familiar, a little more challenging. So let's just spend an extra moment here, just going around, loosening up the low back and the sides of the waist, and even the shoulders here, because we're just rotating. You might notice how the humerus bones or the upper arm bones are just rolling around in those shoulder sockets. Rolling around might not be the right way to say it. More of just moving in the sockets. All right, good. Next time you come to the back, just pause, tuck your chin, hold on tight to your knees or to your shins. Keep your arms really straight and really holding as a frame. And then tuck the chin. Really press into the space between the shoulder blades. You may even press your knees into your hands just a bit to sort of stabilize and really open up between the shoulder blades right here. And while you're here, if you'd like to roll your head a bit from side to side, that can feel super nice. Good work. Sometime soon, bring your head back to center if it's rolling side to side, and then let yourself come all the way back up, sitting up nice and tall. Let's do a few more specific things for the shoulders here. Let's interlace the fingers all the way to the webbing and just notice which thumb is on top. It doesn't matter which, but notice which one is, because we'll switch. And then press the palms away from the chest. Now, this might feel really challenging, and I want to encourage you to really see about making it easier for yourself from the inside out. Can you relax inside of your body to make this easier, make this less of a struggle? And then you can stay right here if this is a good stretch and working for you and feels good for you. If you want a little more, consider taking the arms up, maybe all the way overhead, maybe not so much. You can see my range of motion is right about here today, and then I'll just go back. And this can be helpful to do with the breath. I want you to focus on keeping the torso fairly still. So you're just moving the upper arm bones, humerus bones, in the shoulder girdle here. The shoulder blades will also be moving around. And when I say coordinate this with your breath or do this with your breath, I just want to encourage you to feel like you're breathing and moving in sync in whatever way that feels right and doable for you right now. Okay, nice job. Next time you come down, change the interlace of the hand so that the opposite thumb is on top. And this time, we're going to press the palms away from the chest again and really round. And then bring the arms up a bit or as much as you can and really arch. And just do that several times, again with the breath. I like to exhale as I come up and inhale as I round, which is opposite of what you might normally do. The reason I like to do that is because as you exhale, you pull your belly in just a bit, and that supports the low back here. So you're able to open up more in the chest and shoulders and upper back. And then as you inhale, you're expanding, and here you're really opening up through the shoulder blades where most of us need it. Okay, twice more. This is another super simple yet potent move that you can do fairly quickly and simply as part of your daily routine. You can do this in bed, first thing in the morning and last thing. Okay, next time your arms come down, just release them. Let's do one more thing here. Interlace your fingers, but now behind you, and just bring your hands to the left side of the waist as much as you can. They may not come all the way around, but do your best to really use your left hand to pull your right arm across the back. And your knuckles are pressing forward. Even if they're behind you, press them forward and lift up through the chest, and then very gently squeeze the elbows together. And you might hear drop the left ear toward the left shoulder to really open up through that right side. So good. Bring the head up and switch sides. And as you do, switch the interlacing of the fingers so the opposite thumb is on top. So the hands are reaching around to the right side of the waist as much as possible. Press the knuckles forward, squeeze the elbows together, maybe drop the right ear to the right shoulder and really open up through that left side. And just breathe steadily. Good. 2 more breaths. Nice job. Okay, head up if necessary. Release the hands here. Now, as you inhale, clench your fists, squeeze your elbows, your biceps, your shoulders up to your ears, even your jaw and your eyes as much as you can. And then as you exhale, really almost a little bit forcefully release. And do that some more. Inhale, squeeze, clench, and tense. Exhale. Nice job. Sometime soon, just let that go and roll the shoulders out, back and forth. So good. Roll the neck out. Let's do one last thing here. a little bit more breathing and moving. Hold on to the best of your ability to your deltoid muscles, that outer shoulder muscles. Again, just as best you can. Sit up nice and straight, and then just start reaching one elbow at a time back. Reach back. And I specifically teach this, like reaching back, cue this as reaching back instead of just twisting or reaching forward, because it's the reaching back that helps you not only stay nice and upright, but then also helps you sort of focus on the upper back and getting those shoulder blades back. So perhaps you're doing this and you're just breathing steadily, fine. We're gonna do it for 30 more seconds. And if you'd like, you can do some sort of slightly forceful, I say slightly, gently forceful, that's a juxtaposition, exhalations like this. Be gentle, there's no need to strain here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, just release. Let your palms face up. You can rest them on your legs or just hold them out. Close your eyes. Just feel the energy that you've cultivated, the circulation, the life force. You may notice a little bit of sort of tingling or vibration. And just let yourself smile and appreciate your aliveness. So good. Okay. We're going to do one more very specific breathing technique, but I'd like to invite you to start to make your way to your back and using the supports and props that you're going to use for your meditation, because you can do that now and we can do our breathing, and then you'll be all ready for the yoga nidra. So just a super quick review. I highly recommend that your feet are warm, that you have something under your knees to sort of take any pull off your low back, something rolled up. I highly recommend that you have something small rolled up under your neck to support the cervical spine, to align the neck in the way that it really should be. And with that, make sure that your chin is just slightly closer to the floor than the forehead, or even. What you don't want is the chin way up, because that's just then compressing the back of the neck. And most of us tend to do that on our own. So we're working to not only to change that, but then also to support that, so that those muscles that are perpetually tense on the sides of your neck, I know they are, because 99.9% of American adults have this issue, that they can just start to relax those muscles and the chest can open. Make sure that you're comfortable and warm, even if, especially after some of that more vigorous moving and breathing, even if you feel quite warm now, know that as your blood pressure goes down, as you relax deeply, that you will cool off. And in order to get into the deepest states of relaxation that you are capable of, we need to assure, let's say it that way, we need to assure your nervous system that you're warm and safe. I also highly recommend something covering your eyes to not only have a little bit of weight there, which is super comforting, but to really make it dark so that all those muscles that work so hard, especially with our modern day obsession with screens, that those muscles can really relax and that your eyeballs can rest in the backs of the sockets. Okay. So we'll have just a brief moment to adjust after breathing before we settle into stillness for our meditation. So go ahead and just let yourself get still now if you're not already. And the breathing technique that we're going to be doing is called box breathing. And it's a very simple technique of equal inhalations, a hold of the breath in, exhalation, and a hold of the breath out. So you can think of it like a box, 4 parts of the breath going round and round. I'll count for us. I'll use a 4 count for each of the 4 parts of the breath, but I'll intentionally slow that same 4 count down so that we're lengthening out each aspect of the breath. Please, at no time should you be straining here. Please know that a little bit of a deeper, more intentional exhalation makes way in your lungs for the capacity for a good in breath. And then also know that each time you're holding, whether it's the breath in or the breath out, is an opportunity to release long held gripping, tensing, clenching. So when you're holding the breath in and you're holding the breath out, see if you can just let yourself, like a piece of ice, just melt all over the place. Just let yourself deep release, even while you're holding the breath. Relax into it a lot. Okay. All right, let's go. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale completely through the mouth. Seal the lips now and inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3. Really relax. 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3. Empty all the way. 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3. Soften. 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3. Receive it. 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2. Deep release. 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2. Empty all the way. 1. Hold out. 4, 3. Soften your throat. 2, 1. Last round. Inhale. 4, 3, 2. Fill it all the way up. 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, Let it all go. 2, 1, hold out. 4, 3, release, release, release. 2, 1, good. Breath in, breath out. And just let the breath come back to its natural, steady rhythm. And as you do, make any adjustments that you'd like to in preparation for our meditation. This practice of Yoga Nidra really is about cultivating tools that you can use throughout your life to deal with difficult situations skillfully, to develop a deep and secure sense of well-being. So really let your comfort and warmth here be primary, be so incredibly important, not just mostly comfortable. Give yourself that really loving, devoted attention that you give others, and make sure that you're absolutely comfortable. During Yoga Nidra, you learn to remain awake and alert even as the body rests deeply. Discover that state between sleep and wakefulness where deep healing takes place. So just settle in now, moving towards stillness, recognizing the support that's underneath of you, and allowing yourself to be held, to be supported, to be met right where you are in this moment. I'd also, before we begin, just really like to remind you, or say for the first time if you're hearing this, that during Yoga Nidra, we welcome every experience as a messenger that's inviting you to pay attention, to practice self-study, of knowing yourself, every sensation and emotion and thought, and doing all of this without any need to change or fix or scrutinize or analyze, as you learn to welcome whatever is arising within you during this practice, and let your body and mind remain at ease. You're cultivating the skills to allow what unfolds in your life, both inside of you and outside of you. Allow what is unfolding to be there and remain calm and at ease. Not so you can not do anything, but so that you can respond to yourself and to your life from that place of calm and ease. And that place is always there. It's not something to add to you, it's really something to nurture a relationship with, because an endless supply of that inner peace is already within you in this moment. It always has been, and it always will be. So this practice is about getting in touch with that and cultivating a relationship with that, and being able to access it with more and more ease. So come to stillness now if you haven't already, and just narrow the spotlight of your attention onto your heart. Really pay close attention to that part of your body where your heart lives, and just let it be sort of the whole chest, not necessarily specifically the anatomical heart, but more of just your heart center, and not just in sort of the front half of your body, but feel all the way back into even that space between the shoulder blades, that whole area of your body that has the energy of your heart. And while staying aware of this space, ask yourself, what is it that I want to feel during this practice as a result of this practice more often in my life? What is it that I want to feel? And once something has come forward for you, and it does pretty much right away, don't question it. Say to yourself, I am whatever that feeling is. I am love. I am peace. I am calm. I am knowing. I am whatever it is. Just say it over and over again for the next moment. I am whatever it is I want to feel during, as a result of this practice, during and as a result of this practice and in my life. I just want to make it really clear that you wouldn't want to feel anything that isn't already a part of you. The fact that you want to feel it means it's already there. So let go of that for now. Let the sound of my voice be your guide through the body. Experience the sensations and different parts of your body as I name them. Know you might feel a lot of sensation. Know that you might feel nothing at all or somewhere in between. It's all exactly right. We're simply becoming aware of what's present. That's all. No need to change or analyze anything at all. Start with the mouth. Feel the sensations of the whole mouth. And notice now specifically the lips and the teeth and gums. Feel the roof of the mouth and the inner cheeks. Notice the tongue now. And feel the sensations of the tongue from the tip all the way back to the root of the tongue and the throat. And feel the throat now. And just let yourself very, very gently, with as little effort as possible, swallow. And feel every sensation as you do. Become aware of the hinges of the jaw now. And feel the ears, the outer ears. And let your attention move into the inner ears. And feel the sensations of your ears hearing. Notice how it feels for the ears to receive sound. And become aware of the forehead now. Feel the eyebrows and the eyes as a whole. Notice the eyelids and the surfaces of the eyes and the backs of the eyes. And just become aware now of the nose. Feel the tip of the nose and the nostrils. Become aware of the sensation of breath moving in and out of the nostrils. And feel the skin of the whole face. And now feel the whole head. Allow your attention to move down the neck, noticing the back of the neck and the sides of the neck. And once more, the throat. Become aware of the shoulder girdle. Feel the shoulder blades and the collarbones. Notice the upper arm bones coming into the torso. Feel the armpits. Let your attention move down the upper arms to the elbows and feel down the forearms to the wrists. Notice the backs of the hands, thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, pinky fingers. Feel the palms of the hands now. Become aware of the hands as a whole. Feel both hands and both arms at the same time now. And let the spotlight of your awareness move to the upper back. Feel down to the back ribs. Notice the low back. And feel the glutes. Become aware of the chest now. And feel the front ribs and the belly, the sides of the waist, and the pelvis. Notice that broad bone across the low back, the sacrum, and the hip bones. Feel the genitals now. And notice the leg bones inserting into the pelvis and the hip sockets. Feel down the upper legs to the knees. And feel down the lower half of the legs to the ankles. Become aware of the tops of the feet, the big toes, second toes, third toes, fourth toes, little toes. Feel the soles of the feet now. Notice the whole of both feet. And feel both feet and both legs simultaneously now. Feel both feet and legs and both hands and arms at the same time. Feel the whole back body and the whole front of the body. Feel the whole body now. Sensing the entire body as a field of sensation. And just be aware of everything that's present in your awareness. Just notice what you're noticing, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, what you're aware of, and then recognize yourself as the field of awareness in which all of the sensations that you're experiencing are arising. And just become aware now of the body breathing. The flow of the breath The body gently expanding as the breath flows in and releasing as the breath flows out. There's nothing to do here but observe, witness. Body breathing naturally and rhythmically. Breathing in and expanding, breathing out and releasing. So just for a moment here, use your mantra of intention, your I am, and that feeling that you want to experience during and as a result of this practice and in your life. And as you inhale, just think to yourself, I am. And as you exhale, just think to yourself the feeling, I am love. I am love. Whatever it is. I'll mind the time. Just stay with it. Restart at any moment with the next breath. If you get distracted. Good. And just let yourself release that for now. And just be aware of all that is now present in your awareness. Sense what's present and feel yourself as the one who is aware of everything that's now present. Good. So now I'd like for you to ask yourself or become aware of whatever inner obstacle, whatever feeling or thought or belief that is preventing you from feeling the way you want to feel. Let whatever comes up for you, even if it doesn't make total sense on paper, be what you work with. What inner obstacle, perceived obstacle, is preventing you from connecting with that feeling that you want to experience more of in your life? And as you allow this thought or feeling or belief to arise, simply be with whatever is present. Just notice as you hold in your awareness this perceived obstacle, this feeling or thought or belief, notice where and how you feel it in your body. And please know that if nothing comes up, that's okay too. Just be present with what is present for you. But if a thought or a belief or a feeling or whatever perceived obstacle is coming up, really allow it to be there, allow it to blossom within your experience right now, so that you can observe how it feels in your body and really sense how this perceived obstacle affects your body. Just let it be there, remembering that it's a message. Welcome any images or emotions or memories or thoughts that also may arise. Just let yourself be this vast open field to see what's going on without judging or needing to rush in and change or fix. Just allow it to be there and really recognize that you are the one who is aware of everything that's arising. Just sense what's present and then experience yourself as that field of awareness in which these thoughts or feelings or beliefs arise. Just let it be there for just another moment. What does it, what wants to be known within you? What wants to be seen and felt, recognized? Again, there's nothing to do but bear witness. And just recognize all that is present in your awareness in this moment. Good. Allow your attention now to shift to the sensation of that feeling that you want to experience more of in your life. Allow that feeling to fully emerge and know that it may be helpful to recall a memory that invites a particular feeling. It may simply be your imagination. How do you think it would feel to be whatever feeling you want to experience more of? Just really let it emerge. Welcome it. Allow it to unfold fully as sensation in your body, as an inner experience. And again, if know that no matter what's happening within you, just be present to it. There's no need to try to make anything happen. Just allow the feeling that you want to experience now and more often in your life. Allow it to be there to its fullest capacity in this moment and just be with it. Feel it in your body, feel the experience. And then just start to imagine that you're really able to experience this in your daily life. Going about your daily life and noticing the sensations, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs that constantly change, yet all the while feeling yourself as that connection, that unchanging, spacious awareness. And just let yourself feel a bit of an inner smile. Feeling the belly smile and the heart smile. Feeling the eyes and the brain smile. And then just come back one more time to that I am mantra. And just feel those inner smiles broaden, the recognition that you are already everything you want to be, to feel. And just let yourself gently wiggle your toes, and your fingers, and perhaps start to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you feel ready, you can roll your head a bit from right to left. And as we come to the end of our time together, I'd like to just acknowledge one of the big benefits of being able to do this virtually is that you're in your space and we don't have to get up and move. So if you'd like to stay reclined and supported and wrapped up and comfortable, please do so. If you'd like to roll to one side, support your head and just curl up there, still reclined, but perhaps slightly more awake. Please begin to make your way onto one side. If you'd like to press yourself up to a seated posture, you can do that too. As always, we'll end our time together with an offering of loving kindness. I'll make some statements of loving kindness. I'm offering these sentiments to you, so I'll use the word you, but I want to encourage you to repeat each of these statements to yourself and change the word you to I so that you're offering yourself loving kindness as well. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind and a peaceful, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace. That's good work, my friends. Please feel free to stay relaxed and enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need any additional guidance or support. Nice practice.